Welcome to Elo's world of Warships. Well, tonight we're going to talk about fire and eyes. Yeah, fire and eyes. Eyes specifically, but epicenter lap. None of us really like epicenter, but then again, on one level I hate the map, on the other level it does present a challenge. You've got to not be stupid if you're going to get away with playing this map well. So, alright. When I'm playing Destroyer, my primary goal is find out where the other players are. Where's the enemy at? Now, in this situation, we've got no carrier. So, if the Destroyer doesn't go out there and spot stuff, the big guns aren't going to be able to shoot at it without getting so close that they can spot it themselves. The whole idea when you don't have a carrier is that the Destroyer gets out there, does some spotting. Invariably, my mouse doesn't work. Nah, crap. Invariably, see where that 16 is on the mini-map? Right around in there is, and behind those islands is where everybody on the other side always goes. So what I'm going to do is get my butt down far enough south that I can toss some torpedoes in there. I've got 16-kilometer torpedoes. Boom. So, yeah. So, over in chat, I've said I have RDF. Have RDF. So, at least I'm letting them know what's going on. So, spotting. Spotting is just so huge. Without it, your team, with it, your team can do a lot. So let's get sped up here until the battle gets started and find out what's going on here. So I'm even going to just toss torps over there immediately. Now, I don't know on that chat there, was that guy talking about RDF? Anyway, they want intelligence data, and it's a good thing that they want it. But like I'm telling them, give it a sec, because if I charge my ass down there, I'm gonna die. And sure enough, smoke. And so I come over here, and whoa, and lots of torpedoes. So I don't know if any of these hit him. Let's take a look. Nope, we all miss them. And there's there's 2 destroyers into that smoke. So it's a damn good thing that I didn't go charge it in there, because it was going to be guaranteed death. I could have done better on this smoke for that cruise, for that battleship. But as it is, yeah, 2 destroyers against me is not a good odds. So I've smoked up, but I'm going to push down here and try to see if I can't spot the destroyers, and at the very least, get some torpedoes in there. And just, and again, these are, here, let me go back to my view, what I'm looking at. These torpedoes, I'm throwing these out there as, well, if he comes around the corner, they'll be there. So that's what I'm doing here. And now I'm going to do a 360 and get the hell out of there and go back around. Now, again, there's 2 destroyers. I can't fight 2 destroyers. Certainly not in the Shimakaze. The other side has got 2 Gearings, a Daring, and a Z-52. So, that's a lot of, geez, don't get in there. And again, what I'm doing here is just trying to, that's kind of area denial torps. If they're coming this direction, then my 16-kilometer torps will meet them there in the middle. Oh, there's a Daring right there, and okay, let's see if we can't catch him with a torp by putting one in there. I've got 19 seconds to the next set of torps, and then watch what happens here real quick, because this gets busy here for a second. And a lot happens all at once. Boom. Okay. We got that destroyer. So we're going to throw more torps into there. And then after we get the destroyer, watch real careful. Oh, wait a minute. Boom. We got that battleship. And then it isn't too much longer after that that we end up sinking a third ship. Boom. So, okay, 2 lessons here. A, being aggressive helps. Get in there and make stuff happen. Don't be afraid to show torps. Now, if I was running away, that just wouldn't have worked, you know. Oh, and also notice back there was a thank you from that battleship to me saying, you know, hey, thanks for that. So, chasing this Smolensk, trying to get torps in on him, trying to do more damage, and that didn't work. You know, he accelerated right up out of there. So, also, if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, you notice I've done 56,000 damage, and that I've had 246,000 damage shot at me, but I've resulted in 94,000 spotting damage. Now, earlier I said that my primary objective was spotting, because, again, if I can be spotting, that's damage my teammates are doing that they wouldn't be doing otherwise. I see the Smolensk is about dead, so I'm going to throw torps at this Des Moines and see if I can run like hell. I'm hoping he doesn't launch off on his radar, because if he does, I'm toast. He's just going to kill me. So I'm hoping one of these torpedoes connects, but I've got a third set about ready, and I'm going to need it. So, as a result, I'm now up to 102,000 spotting. I don't know if you saw that up there. All right, the Des Moines, one more shot. Oh, he pops his radar. It's time to do the boogie thing. So if you notice, what will happen here is that the thing to do, and it's the best you can, is to swerve some. I mean, you got to keep guns on him, but you're better off. You got to change your angle. Don't stay broadside, or you will be dead. But, you know, the game is almost over. We are winning. And boom and boom. And that pretty much seals the game. I got real upset. Not upset. I was really kind of mildly disappointing. I could see this Z-52, I think it was. And I've got 4 kills. I'm getting my guns loaded. And I'm thinking, you know, there's that daring. If I can get a couple of shots off on that daring, maybe I can get a Kraken. So I start aiming towards them. And, yeah, no, but the game ends here, and I don't get the Kraken. So, 116,000 spotting damage. That's 116,000 damage. That's enough to kill a couple of ships. And that wouldn't have happened otherwise. Now, you know, I've played over 10,000 games, and what I see is a lot of destroyers and a lot of ships don't know how to play. And one of the things that destroyers don't know how to do is they don't understand how important spotting is in the game. And I've always wondered, you know, why is that? Well, you know, there's a pretty good answer right here. This is World of Warships Destroyer Guide. If you go into the training session and you scroll down to ship classes, to destroyers, and you click on it, you get this page. And destroyers are the fastest, most agile class of warship. Lightly armored, to protect absolutely handling characteristics of one of the armed torpedoes, serious punching power to damage and destroy even the toughest warship. They have the ability to use smoke screens, allowing them to conceal their movement or protect Allied ships. Well, there is something right there. Protect Allied ships. Okay, that's good. That's good, because they don't do much of that, usually. Capable of acting alone or in a group, destroyers are masters of the ambush. They vary among the nationalities, and they have their various benefits. They have their torpedoes, which are awesome. They have high mobility. They have their smoke screen, and that high mobility is turning in its speed. And so they're good. So they've got their, you know, their speed, their smoke screen, and their and their torpedoes. And what else do they do? Well, as some advice we'll give you, they would say use the speed and agility to get in close, dodge enemy fire, and launch torpedoes at close range to destroy enemy ships. It's a good thing. Torpedoes are the destroyer's main weapon. Not always. That's kind of a lie. There's a lot of destroyers that are really better gunboats. So don't listen to that. You'll be able to sink even the strongest battleship. This is true. I've done it. You can take advantage of the map's landscape as islands and narrow straits will compromise the maneuverability of larger ships. So yes, that works until you get hit with radar. And yes, taking advantage of slower battleships and aircraft carriers is good if you can get close enough to an aircraft carrier to actually get a torpedo off. They're usually on the other side of the map, and generally there's some large amount of other enemy ships between them and the other side of the map. So, and then learn to use your smoke screen, particularly when ambushing or retreating. Make sure your commanders are trained in situational awareness so you know when you get aimed at. And don't spend too much time in binocular view. Have you noticed anything that's missing on this page? The word spot and the word spotting does not appear. Here, we'll go Control F and we'll go spot. No, it doesn't appear on the page. The word spot doesn't appear on the Wargaming Destroyer page. Yet spotting is arguably one of the most important tasks the Destroyer has to do. So, Wargaming, you're your own worst enemy. Gosh almighty.